All right. So we back at y'all with another one. KG and Paul Pierce talking about the 2000 Olympic team one-on-one runs in practice. I know everybody would love to hear some stuff about that. Uh, let's get right into it, man. Let's just get straight into it. You know, let me get a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna keep trying to drop them back to back to back to back. Road to 500, man. Road to 500. I'm not stopping this time. I'm definitely not stopping. Let's get right into it.
So in year 2000, there was I saw this, and I saw this on Instagram, but there was a tape of you going back and forth one on one. And I remember I think you dribbled down, you scored, and you dribbled down and scored. Like, talk to me about that. It was J Kidd guarding one time, and then who else was on that team with you in the Olympics?
So J. Kidd, Steve Smith,
Steve Smith,
Sharif, Abdul
yeah.
Rahim,
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter,
Yeah,
Ray
you
Allen,
was going
Tim
back and
Hardaway.
forth. You was going back and forth on the ones. It looked
That's
like you was getting at everybody.
legendary
So
lineup.
We had a thing in
Go back.
when
That
we
is
would
a
practice,
legendary
Going
lineup.
back and forth on the ones. It looked like you was getting at everybody.
So we had a thing in where we would practice.
I always do that.
Steve Smith,
Smith,
Sharif, Abdul
yeah.
Rahim.
With you in the Olympics.
So J. Kidd, Steve Smith,
Steve Smith,
Sharif, Abdul
yeah.
Rahim,
Vince Carter.
Ray
Yeah, you
Allen,
was going
Tim
back and
Hardaway.
forth. You was going back and forth on the ones.
That's
It looked
a
like
lot,
you was getting
man.
at everybody.
So we had a thing in
That's
where we
a
would
lot.
practice, and then after
Okay.
practice, guys would, on their own, get running,
Yeah.
whatever. So J. Kidd had a drill called one-on-one full court, and you had to meet at half court. So say like if
That's a nice
me
drill.
and Nate one-on-one, right? Nate goes and scores on me, boom. You
I
would
used
have
to
to
play
be
that
at half
drill.
court
Waiting on you to come back down court.
So you had,
And that's a conditioning drill.
so it
You
made, and you don't get a rest for,
Yeah.
for
You
the
don't
joint.
get
So a lot of
no
times in
rest.
one-on-one, if I score on Paul, if Nate's next, that little 30 seconds of Nate walking up, checking the ball, I can
get a
actually
break.
rest in that. So to get a condition, we did a full court. So in that, we was just getting
Back
a
and
condition.
forth.
And
It
we-
looked
You don't get no rest in no full court. Like, especially when like the game is good and you done scored on a nigga twice and you tired. Oh yeah, he mad. Oh, you best believe he coming back up court to score on you. So this like a full court one-on-one usually ain't never really a blowout unless you niggas are shooting threes. And that's trash. So like yeah, I definitely feel him on that. You don't get no rest.
like you scored about 5, 6 in a row.
We was going in there, and what nobody,
You know how much
what nobody
fucking
knew is that the
stamina
cameraman was in the corner,
and
kind
wind
of
you
ducked
gotta
off, like,
have.
recording us, and we were just getting it in.
Yeah.
And we went 3 games, and what he got was the first game. And, it was a bunch of shit talking and whatever, and I was, woo, and, me and Reef almost got to fighting, and there was a couple guys got to, it got, as the games got more into like this, because we played 3, as we got into the more deeper of those games, it got more intense so much
yeah.
that Larry Brown had to take the ball, Rudy had to shut the gym down and get us out of there, because it started really getting into like some personal parts.
So you think
Oh,
so
yeah.
if
Nah,
they
niggas was
ran
getting
that
mad.
what y'all did, you think KD will win?
I think that if
question.
Same drill.
Well, I'm being honest.
a good question.
LeBron is fast and bulk, so you got to.
Yeah.
If you don't meet him at half court, he can actually get the momentum on you and go by you, right? So
100%.
if you look at it, I actually
gotta
had
cut
all
LeBron
of the
off
advantage.
early.
You know what I'm saying? So when I would score, come down, I had the downhill. So you're waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? And I got the whole court, Pete.
Yeah.
So I was going to elbows, getting to my spots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I was looking at that, Steph would be good because of his speed. Because if you had speed in that, you can get by handles, and then your
Yeah,
pickup
'cause
point.
you open.
My pickup point, you was picking me up probably top of the key. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry, you got to meet him at the half court. You know what I'm saying? So, I would love to be able to see
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, you
it's just some
definitely
extra
gotta-
work.
you
It was
can't
just
pick
something
'em
that
up
we was
full
all just
court.
messing
He's
around,
gonna leave you.
having some fun by actually pushing each other and trying to make each other better. And that was one of the more fun times that I've had in the summer, and preparing for a season and getting ready to play for my country. It was cool.
Man, like really sit there and think about that though. Like, they probably doing that shit right now as we speak. Playing full court one-on-ones. I mean, you can see some of the highlights. They having shooting contests and shit like that. But that's when the game was like competitive. I don't know if they doing full court one-on-ones like they they used to. Like these niggas getting too much money right now. So if they injure themselves for next season, they gonna fuck up an option on their contract or something like that. So I definitely agree with what he's saying. Like that's exhausting as hell. And why would you want to? To be completely honest, even though they just had that run in with South Sudan. So shout out to them boys too. They put on a performance. Them boys put on a performance. We need to show them some respect because they definitely had us pop-eyed going into that finish of that game. So shout out to South Sudan and all them boys out there. But imagine them niggas going 1-on-1. Like who y'all got in a 1-on-1 full court? Let me know who y'all got in the 1-on-1 full court. For the Olympic team, the 2024 Olympic team. Let me know who y'all got in the chat because that's definitely an interesting question. For me, I would say either LeBron, like he said, because he has momentum by the time he picks up speed, you have to cut him off early. Steph, you can't really pick him up in an open court. He'll just dribble around you and get by you. KD is a that's a tough out because he can dribble and he can also he can get by you and he can also post you up. So that's a tough out, especially when healthy. So let me know who y'all think would be the best at a full court 1-on-1 in the chat. Let me know. Other than that, let me see what he got.
Cool.
Yeah, ain't nothing else. So you know what I'm saying? I'm back trying to drop daily, every other day, absolutely for surely weekly. So let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Road to 500. I'm out. Peace.